always good when you ain't gotta wait too long at the quarry, you know what I'm saying? But it's an hourly job, so if I had to wait, it wouldn't me no matter. Me no mind, rather. But it's like a little after 12, about lunchtime almost. These guys right out here lunching and munching. We shall see. Another thing when it comes to this dump truck business, a lot of dump truckers know, rather, is if you late, mess around, get yourself an empty weight. You know what I mean? Now you can't always use the empty weight tactic, but like this morning, I wasn't sure if I needed an empty weight or not, really, so I wound up going back to my previous invoice to see my weight ticket from the quarry. And on the weight tickets, it'll tell you when your weight expires, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, next time you gotta get an empty weight to check the weight of your truck. Some quarries, it's like every week or every 2 weeks maybe. Some maybe every month. Generally like a month, you know what I'm saying? But different quarries got different, you know what I mean? Some government jobs you gotta get an empty weight like every week from what I've been told. So, you know what I mean? But the empty weight trick is like, all right, hypothetically, say you gotta be on a job at 7 o'clock in the morning and you go into the quarry to get loaded, but you don't arrive till 7:15. Now, the people on the job, they might not know what time you necessarily arrived at the quarry, but do you put down 7:15 or do you put down 7 o'clock? Now, you could always say, hey, I put down 7 o'clock, I had to go get me an empty weight. If they ask you, they might not say nothing. You know what I mean? So, it all depends on how you utilize the empty weight. But regardless, you gotta get an empty weight periodically when you at the quarries. So, when you go from job to job, one contractor might not know whether you got an empty weight previously or not. They might not know. You might be at one quarry in a different city, and even if you go to that same quarry in a whole different city, you still got to get an empty weight at that location in that city. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I started a job, worked at one quarry, and then picked up material from another quarry, even though it's the same quarry, as far as the company's name, but it was located in 2 different cities. So when I went to the second location, I had to get another empty weight because I wasn't there. You know what I mean? So, you know, but I say all that to say you can use those empty weight tactics to your advantage if you're ever running late. And I ain't saying that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It can be somewhat of an unwritten rule, you know what I mean? If don't nobody say nothing there. But, you know, we're not punching no clocks when we out here driving these dump trucks. Ain't no clock punching. You know what I mean? But, you know, if you're working for somebody, you're a company driver or owner operator, you always want to get there on time, man. You know what I mean? Early bird get the worm. Early bird get the worm. Early bird get the worm, yo. But I ain't gonna make this too long of a video. Like I say, man, grind, paving these roads out here from start to end, trying to get in this dump truck business. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, man. Fly Roadside guy, I'm out.
Tune out, man. You been living up.